So, my name is Lupe Alcides. Soy Chicano de San Antonio, Texas. This is going to be my narrow-minded opinion on politics. Because I've seen a lot of political ads. I guess you can call it an ad. Advertisement. I like how they say advertisement instead of advertisement. A lot of political ads on TV. Stuff that's going on. It's to me it's humorous the way Abbott is scared. If he wasn't scared, he wouldn't be making commercials, right? And you see them more this term than the last term. I don't think I remember seeing any ads for Abbott the last election. But he's scared now. And what's sad, what's really, really sad, and I mean this in the sincerest way, it's very sad that he's using scare tactics. What's sad about it is that a lot of the people that will buy into it are not only naive, but they're misinformed, right? And I say this, shame on Abbott for making those commercials, because he's preying on people's vulnerabilities, right? On the fact that they're misinformed. I'm not gonna say that they're uneducated. They're misinformed because, let's say, elderly people that don't use the internet, that don't really follow politics, but they turn on the TV and they see these ads of Abbott, just scare tactics. Be afraid because Beto is gonna scare tactics. Ooh, run for your life. Don't vote for this guy because he's gonna destroy this state just like Biden destroyed the country, right? I want to say it's embarrassing, but it's very shameful. It's very shameful that he's doing that because he's being very much like Trump on preying on people's vulnerabilities, right? He knows that by using scare tactics, people will not have the time or the patience to dig for the truth, right? Let's research this. Is this true? Is what he's saying is true? And I'll give you an example. There's another ad for another politician, and they make it seem like anarchy is gonna rule the country. Anarchy's not ruling now. Why should it rule then? If we're not in an anarchist society, why should that change? Why should it change? That's how misinformed people are. That's how naive people are, because they believe one, and I'm gonna use this word, ignorant propaganda, and they buy into it because they're already being misled, misinformed, so they go ahead and buy into it, right? Well, my guy said this, so it must be true. I didn't research it. I didn't look into it. It must be true. This whole, and I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. The whole thing about defunding the police, it's not about firing all the cops and then everybody run amok. It's not. That's not what it means. Instead of buying into the BS scare tactics that they're trying to feed you, their ignorant propaganda, what you should be asking is, why do cops need tanks? Right? Why do cops need to be armed more than the military is? We have a military police across this country. A lot of them are in small towns. Why does a small town cop need to have a tank? Why do they need all this weaponry? Grenades and grenade launchers and rocket launchers. Why do they need all that? Why do they need tanks? Hey, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. We funded the police. What happened in Uvalde? They all stood down. They didn't go in there with a tank and knock down the fucking wall, did they? They didn't go in there with all their high-tech, expensive weaponry and take down the shooter, did they? So why do they need all this weaponry if they're not going to use it? If they don't need it? Seriously, that's the question you should be asking. Why do they need so much money? And it's been said before, and it's going to be said again, that they use scare tactics. So you think that police really do put their lives on the line every day just because they put on a uniform? Just because they carry a gun doesn't mean they put their lives on the line. A lot of them are just driving around up and down doing nothing. A lot of them are just sitting under a tree doing nothing. A lot of them are just hanging out at the convenience store or at the restaurant getting a free meal or a free cup of coffee. Do your research. Find out how many cops actually have interactions with violent criminals. One. Right? And I've said it before. I say it again. The fireman, he puts his life on the line because he actually goes into a dangerous situation fighting fires. Right? That's putting your life on the line. Pulling somebody over and shooting them because they reached into their glove compartment to get the title that you asked them for, that's not putting their life on the line. It's not. So, shame on the politicians, mostly Republicans, for using scare tactics to get elected. This is the thing. If you've watched this video this far, this is the thing that for the people that are not Republicans, you need to get your people to vote, because these scare tactics are gonna scare people into voting for these idiot politicians, Trump supporting idiots that we have to worry about. So if you don't want Trump, Abbott, and all these other idiots to get elected or re-elected, then you need to get your people to the polls, and we need to vote against them. We need to put a stop to all this BS, and we really do need to make this country a better place for everyone, not just the rich and big business.